Do you see here? Hi guys. Well, a bit of a vlog today, and I thought I'd talk to you about a subject that came up on certain discussions with Rob Willie Jesse, to talk about roots. Now, this would have to be several little videos because there's a lot that one can talk about on roots. Of course, I could talk about roots that create, we could say, parts of the personality of who you are and so on. Uh-oh, might be getting drops here. Storm's coming. And that could be one possibility. But today, I'm just going to talk about a few illustrious ancestors. Yeah. My 11th great-grandmother, so grandmother with 11 greats added to it, was called Mary Towne Estey. Now, if you Google in her name, you will find that Mary Towne Estey was burned at the stake in Salem in 1692. Yeah. So I am a direct descendant of one of those poor ladies. I will not say which, because I would either say poor lady or misunderstood person. Because to be very frank, what went on there was a sham trial for the most part. And at least from what I could gather within the, well, whatever you can grab within the internet, for all it's worth, is that in something like 30 or 40 years after, she was recognized, or it was recognized that it was not the case, that she should not have been hung. What is he doing? He's eating leaves. I sometimes wonder, do you think there's reincarnation with dogs, that maybe he's in a dog's skin, but actually he used to be a cow or something like that? Okay, I digress. Now, the thing is that when you look at your roots, sometimes you get surprised at what you find within your roots. Now, I have to say that I was, should I dare say, proud, but definitely not unhappy to see that one of my relatives from far off was, I would say, part of an illustrious, oh boy, that's the wrong word for sure, a defining moment in not only American history, because everybody knows about the Salem witch trials. Now, a cousin of mine has made a very extensive family tree. And so on my mom's side, he has managed to go back to 973 in England, somewhere in Sussex, if I'm not wrong. And he goes all that way back. So we, like everybody, I mean, if we keep burying back, we will all end up somewhere. And some of you will say, yes, if you bury far enough away, you'll end up with Adam and Eve. Okay, agreed on that one. But nevertheless, this is documented, that somebody goes back, and at least documented, goes back to the family to like before the year 1000. Get back though to Mary Towne Estey. But where it's quite interesting as well, though, is to see is that the name Estey, you don't have to go that many generations back to get to the name Estey within the family. But none of us had realized this. Had it been somehow hidden in family history? That's a funny thing, isn't it? I don't think it had been hidden. I just think it had just been lost. And yet you would think that something like that would go down in family lore. Now, funnily enough, on the Estey line, I have a Bible that was given to me by my grandfather, which belonged to one of the ladies' wives. Sorry, let me get that right. So the last of the Esteys on our side of the family, her daughter was married to one of my grandfathers, and that's his Bible that I have. And that's quite interesting as well, as far as I'm concerned, because you see, the whole thing about witch hunts and everything was usually that we were talking about heretics, and here I have that Bible. I mean, you know, we can get into long discussions about so-called heresy. Okay, now that was one ancestor, and as the minutes are going on, I probably won't talk about the other ones right now, but they'll come up in other vids where we'll be talking about roots and moving on from those roots, and from moving on from those roots, go on to the person that I am. So it'll probably be a little series, little stories like that. I mean, there's sometimes a lot of fun as well, isn't it? Aren't they? And when I think about my boys, they'll have stories to tell as well, because they'll say that their old man migrated back to the old countries, and now they're going to be starting their roots over here. Yeah. Okay, so listen, guys. If you have any stories of that type, you know, of some type of roots, ancestors, or so on, bring them. It's kind of fun to hear about those stories. And let's see, that's about it. I will be making a barbecue now, I think, before the storm comes. We're getting ready for some type of big thunderstorm tonight, but I should have time. And it'll be DC, he'll be signing off. Is that all I want to tell you guys? Yeah, no, there's another little thing there, just a little quickie here. You've probably seen that a lot of us have been going into singing lately. I mean, I've always done karaoke vids. This is nothing new, actually, but they're being intensified. People who have subbed to me know that. I mean, that I've been doing these for a long time. But like I say, they've intensified. Tweetness is doing a lot as well. There's Sugar in His Blood. Rob's got on that bandwagon. Rob's got a lovely voice, by the way. Actually, the two, Sugar in His Blood and Rob, have the best voices, I gotta say. But anybody else who wants to, like, get on that little bandwagon and just have fun singing. You know, none of us are really that great singers. You know, do it. It's fun. Okay. I've managed to add on a minute to that video. Tricked you on that one. Okay. DC, signing off. Take care and love you guys. Bye.